2, enter. 4.75, enter. And there it is, the entire width of this object. I'll zoom in a little bit. So this represents the left edge, this is the right edge, and then when we have the bottom edge. And I am going to offset some more of these vertical lines. We are given the distance from the outer edge to the hole. There's a hole that goes here. And they show that distance as 3/4. So we'll say offset, we'll say offset, O, enter, 0.75, enter. And then we'll go in on both sides the 3/4 of an inch. And that gets us to the center of the hole. The next dimension that they give us is the distance from the outer edge to this angle. There's an angled piece here. And they say that is 1.5 inches. So we'll say 1.5, and we'll offset that in 1.5. I'm trying to look for more vertical lines. That pretty much takes care of the lines necessary to draw the bottom part of this thing. And then there is this piece that sits on top. It is lined up right with the angled pieces. So the part that sits on top sits in between these two inner lines. Really the only other vertical line needed to draw that part is the thickness of as you can see, it's like a C shape. So the thickness of the C portion, and that is 3/4 of an inch. So I'll offset that. There it is. Okay. And now I'm going to start offsetting upward. So the first one is this bottom portion, which is 0.5. That's the base part. And then the C has 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontal lines associated with it. Its total height from the bottom all the way to the top, you can see, is marked as 2 1/8. So that would be 2.125. That's 2 1/8 of an inches. So there it is. That's the total height of this object. And then it says there's a 3/8 of an inch down. So 3/8 or 0.375. And then the next level, it says, is 3/4 of an inch down from that. So there it is. And then lastly, there is a dimension that says from this line to the next line is 7/8 of an inch. So I'll do that one. And 7/8 is 0.875, or you could type in 7/8. I might, so 3/8 and 7/8, 2 1/8. We're going to check all these dimensions real quick here, just because I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So that guy was 2 1/8, and then the distance from here to, the distance from here to here was supposed to be 3/8. There it is, 375. That's right. And then the distance from that one to that one is supposed to be 7/8. So I'll go from there to there. That's supposed to be 7/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, enter. It's about, yes. Okay. So from there to there, 7/8. That is correct. I'm wondering if I got this one right. That was supposed to be 1/2 of an inch. So I did not. So that's what's throwing it off. That's supposed to be 1/2. So I'm going to O, enter. 0.5, enter. There you go. So this is not a bad idea. What I've done here is just checked all my offsets to make sure that I've offset these lines correctly, you know. It's not a bad idea. And I'm just looking at the drawing and doing exactly what it says. Just copying it outright. So those are all correct. I did find one I made a mistake on. So the distance from here to here was supposed to be 1/2 inch, and I put in 3/4. So I'm glad I checked. Okay, so I think I got enough to do this front view. Let's see. Make sure when I go to my snaps that I don't have nearest on. Good. I didn't want nearest on, so I'm glad it's not checked. So that's the base. And then to make this C shape, it starts here and goes this way, comes down all the way to the bottom, and comes back over here, and then up, over. So there's that C shape. And then it's got a little ledge right here. So there you go. That's our drawing in the front view. As far as the object lines are concerned, we still need to make the holes. We'll do that in the top view. All right, I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit and work on the top view now. So the top view's full width is 2 3/4 of an inch. So I'm offsetting a line 2.75. So there we go. So this first line I just kind of placed randomly. And the second line I've placed, I've offset 2 3/4 of an inch, which is 2.75. The next offset from the back coming toward me is 1 1/4. So here we go, 1.25. The next offset is 3/4 of an inch, and that is for the center of the holes. Okay, so right now I've already got enough to make this outline, which is going to look like this. The profile, I should say. And the circles here, and they are 5/8 diameter. So D, enter 5/8. Okay, so we've got the base finished, and now for the C part of it, The next dimension I need is 1 1/4 inches. And that lines up with this one right here. This is already 1 1/4 inches. So the top portion of the C fits that right on. So it is just like this. So it lines up with this angle here, just like it lines up with this one here. The next portion I need is how far this extends beyond, which is showing me on the drawing is 5/8. So I need to offset this line 5/8 downward. So just to show you what all these were, I'll do what I did before and show you that the whole distance here was 2.75. This distance is 0.75. This distance 1 1/4, and this distance 0.625. So there's all your offsets. So that's it for the object lines in that view. I could finish it off with these hidden lines just to make it more clear what's going on. Okay, so now for the right side view. Maybe I'll move these over. Oops. I'm not sure why it's not moving. Put on my nearest snap. So, okay, well, I wasn't able to get all those dimensions moved over. I'm just going to delete them. Hopefully you got that. And now I'm going to do my construction line here, transfer line. Okay, so that is it for all of the object lines. And all I got left to do as far as the drawing is concerned is finish up these holes. Leave out one little line segment though, this guy here. So getting the holes in the other views, pretty simple. We've done this many, many times. I'm just going to copy this into the other views. So to make my center line, I need to do my offsets, and that's what's next. Oh, enter, 0.25, enter, and just start offsetting like you love it. Just offsetting 1/4 of an inch, pretty much from every side. Creating this 1/4 inch grid all around. And make that center line. And then copy these, CO, enter. Copy those 3 lines by the center line where it intersects the object line, and then place it where it goes here. So there you go. I think that's it for the object lines, center lines. The drawing is done. We're going to go to dimension and dimension this thing. A lot of dimensions to do here. A lot of dimensions. I should put the center lines in for these holes. I'm going to offset them 1/4 of an inch to do those. That just gives me something to click on. And then I'll get rid of those circles. Oops, deleted too many things there, huh? Okay. This object is almost perfectly symmetrical, but it's not because the C shape, so you have to dimension these things on both sides. It's kind of annoying. It is annoying. All right, we've got the holes located. We've got the angles located. Um, the entire length of this thing. How about its width in this direction? Um, let's throw that dimension on there. And that could be shown here, or it could be shown here. I think I'm going to put it over here so it's not crowding up that other drawing so much. Boy, that's working. So what is the problem? I may have missed a line here. Hmm. Sorry, my dimension. Oh, there it is. It's a little off. Gosh, it's a good lesson. Look at that. So for some reason, uh, this intersection didn't come out right. All the other ones are right on. It's throwing my dimension off, and for some reason, I clicked a little early. Uh, zoom in on that real tight, and that is what's causing my problem. So I need to fix that. That's an easy, should be an easy correction. Gosh, did these get, these missed these too, huh? That's odd. Hmm. So if I just move this line, M, enter, from, let's say, here to the end point of that line. That'll work. And then stretch this one out to the, move it over there, and then I'll move it back to it, lock it on that line. And that should do it. I'm just going to get rid of these. Let's check that now. Yep, that's the dimension that we were after. Okay, so things are back on track. Let's get some height dimensions in here. So the overall height of this thing from there to there, and this thickness maybe would be good in this view. And this thickness would be good in this view. And I think this space would also be good in this same view, like back to back. So that works. I think that works out. So this, we've done a lot of baseline dimensioning. When you put them head to head like this is chain dimensioning. So the baseline is when they come off the same original extension line. So these are baselined here. And these guys are chained together here.